That's My Take podcast. Today we got the whole crew. We got Cam, Gavin, Steve. Today we're going to do an NFL draft recap, so stay tuned.
Second pick in the 2018 NFL draft, the New York Giants select Saquon Barkley. NFL draft has happened this last weekend. It is currently Sunday, May 1st. So happy May to everyone. We're going to talk about our winners and losers of the draft. We each have one team in each category that we're going to go over. Firstly, I don't know if I speak for all of us. We haven't talked about this, but I just want to say everyone would agree. Everyone says the Eagles had a great draft because they got AJ Brown. Agree?
Yeah.
But then no one wants to give the credit to like Vegas. They're like, oh, well, Vegas had an average draft. Well, Vegas got Devontae Adams for their first round pick. It's the same thing that Philly did.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
I agree. It just didn't happen.
Vegas,
yeah, it didn't happen the day of the draft. I don't understand why people don't keep the same like grading for both teams. But winners, is there anyone that wants to go first? I think Cam, you probably have the best winner of us all.
I'll go first. Yeah. Well, honestly, can I do two winners? It's kind of the same thing.
If you want to, just as long as it's not. First of all, before any of us go to, if we don't name a team, that doesn't mean they're not a winner. We just don't want to do every single team for now because we're going to try and keep it a little short. And then what I think we could do in the future is an entire offseason recap, like with a grade and everything, because I think that's way better than just a draft.
Yeah,
but,
with free agency
like the
stuff,
start of mini
free agency. Yeah,
but
also we don't know how good any of these players are going to be. So I mean, but back to what I was saying, I would say the team or teams that definitely were winners was the whole city of New York.
Agreed,
Both the Giants and Jets, I thought, had phenomenal drafts. There's
Giants another New York team.
Okay, well, just the Giants and the Jets.
The Bills had some good picks too.
I mean, the Bills didn't do bad either.
As much as I hate that team.
Technically, the Bills are the only team in New York.
Straight up, straight up. It says New York in the name. New York Jets and New York Giants. There we go.
All right, go ahead.
But the Giants got Thibodeaux and fucking what's his name? Evan Neal. 5 and 7. And I thought both of those were phenomenal picks. And I mean, I don't really know much about the rest of the guys. They got I know they got Wan'Dale Robinson, and I liked him a lot in college from Kentucky. He was really solid. So I don't know the most about the other picks, but I mean those two right there I think are pretty solid.
Evan Neal was once considered the number one pick.
I think Thibodeaux.
Yeah,
I think he's the best lineman. I thought Neal was better than Ecom, but I also don't know that much. I'm not
apparently it was the Giants 1 and 2 guys on their board who we got.
Makes sense.
So it worked out. It worked out perfect for us.
Yeah, I'm not a big college guy, but I had Kayvon Thibodeaux as my number one player off the board in our mock draft, and I thought he was the number one overall pick.
Oh, that is true. You did have him go one. Well, he probably is the best pass rusher. I don't know why it randomly changed.
I'll say this. Watching a little bit of college football, you watch how Oregon schemed their defense. It was pretty much bend but don't break, and I think Thibodeaux fell the victim of that. So his numbers kind of dipped a little bit.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, see, I don't watch college like hardly. I know the names of some of the guys, but I don't know.
I'm not a big college guy either.
Me neither.
College basketball. But...
Oh yeah, I'm a big college basketball guy.
All right, so I mean, you want to? So who would you say, Cam? Since you did both teams, who would you say did better?
Well, I would say the Jets did better. I'll talk about them now. I mean, obviously both teams are good, but I think the Jets did better. I mean, they got Sauce the 4th pick. Wilson with the
10 pick,
10. And then they got what's his name in the later
Jermaine Johnson to trade up.
And he's a beast.
And then they traded up for Breece Hall.
Yeah, they got Breece Hall.
Going to Atlanta.
they got another tight end too. I remember they got. I think it was them. They got a tight end who I guess is supposed to be pretty good.
Rucker.
I have no clue.
Rucker.
Yeah. That was the guy. I think I heard he's pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, being honest. Yeah. So I'd say the Jets had the best draft in my opinion. I think New York Giants were close in the top also.
It's tough when they don't have as many picks.
Nah, I'd say the Jets had the best draft by far, but we should definitely.
I think so. Yeah.
I guess I'll go next. My winner of the draft was the Detroit Lions. I think I'm not a huge fan of Hutchinson as much as like the big boards were, but I do think it was kind of a no-brainer at 2 for them. They kind of had to go with him, and he's the hometown kid. I really like the idea again. Jameson Williams. It's just him, Amon-Ra, and DJ Chark is going to be a really good offense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They have Chark.
The rest of their draft was like average, above average. I mean, they got some solid guys, but I do think the idea that they didn't necessarily trade up to get a quarterback was good, only because I don't think Goff is the answer, but I do think they should go and look at maybe a small trade for Baker. Because honestly, at this point, I think Cleveland just wants to get rid of him. And what does Detroit have to lose? Why can't they just do a QB competition with Goff and Baker?
That's interesting because I was going to say I like how the Lions are taking an approach to building their roster. They're rounding out the roster before throwing the rookie guy into the fire potentially next year after. They're getting everything rounded out and giving whoever's the next franchise guy a good chance to succeed.
I love their team, Detroit, like a lot. I think if you give them time, I think they're going to be really good.
I mean, they could have the QB next year.
I think people are also sleeping on Jared Goff. He has went to a Super Bowl. Obviously,
Goff's
he didn't carry the team to a Super Bowl.
No, that's a solid stopgap guy for sure.
Yeah,
he's definitely better than Baker. I think they should keep him and then wait.
I don't know.
I don't know about Baker.
I think it's definitely debatable. It's definitely debatable. But I'm going with Goff over Baker, and I don't see a reason in trading for a guy if it's debatable.
I can buy that.
Yeah.
Wow. All I know is I think Detroit is set up for the future, and I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it before I say it again. In the next 5 seasons, Detroit will make an appearance in the Super Bowl.
And I will say they might make a playoff appearance within 5 seasons, but there ain't no fucking way they're making a Super Bowl.
All right.
But on to me,
a wild place.
They get their quarterback. Watch.
My winner is the Ravens. Kyle Hamilton. I, at the start of the offseason, thought he would go number 1 overall. He's definitely the best safety in the draft. His slower 40 time tanks his draft stock, but I think he's definitely one of the best players. Then at 25, they get Linderbaum. He's undersized, but the best center in the draft, according to pretty much everyone.
Yep.
Then in the second round, David Ajabo. And third round, Travis Jones. Yeah, David Ajabo. He gets his college offensive coordinator, and then they're just gonna scheme him into a monster. And then Travis Jones out of UConn.
I like Travis Jones.
He's gonna fill the middle eventually.
Their defensive line's looking pretty good.
And then really they just filled a lot of key positions besides going punter, and they went tight end, punter, tight end. I can't really speak for that, but besides that, I definitely have them as my winners of the draft. Their first 4 picks are very, very good players that will have a good impact.
I think I read that they had like 6th round picks. So yeah, they just kind of drafted some random.
It was 4. It was 6th, 4th round. I'm looking at the team right now.
Yeah, but Cam is right.
I think I likely a lot personally. I totally forgot where he went, and then you just brought the Ravens up and looked at them. He was disgusting in college because I bet on him a couple of times, and he like went off in a fantasy standpoint at least. I know it's different from fantasy than actual football, but I don't know how good he's going to be behind fucking Mark Andrews though. So
yeah,
go Ravens! I'm a Raven.
That hurts.
All right, and on to Gavin. I forget which team he had.
Well, you'll remember now. I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to go with my Pittsburgh
right.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers won the draft entirety, but in terms of what they picked, I mean, obviously you get the hometown kid, Kenny Pickett at 20. But surprisingly, you get George Pickens at pick 52. And that's a pick I like. Fits the scheme. He just seemed like a Pittsburgh pick. I probably said this to you guys before the draft. He was one of the guys I wanted, but overall, Pickett or Mitch or whoever ends up starting next year is in a pretty good spot to succeed. They're not just thrown into the fire.
I think Pickett personally.
Beautiful placement for fantasy and just real life. Pickens is a great, he's a good blocker. He's an aggressive long receiver. I don't know. I think he's going to be really good in Pittsburgh. And big fuck you to the Steelers for drafting Kenny Pickett and not Malik Willis.
Kevin
Colbert. There's clearly a reason why Malik Willis.
Yeah, I guess I'm not an NFL scout, but yep. Now he's on the Titans.
No, I hate people were like, because obviously the Falcons drafted on Willis too to get Ritter. Like, obviously something's wrong with Willis. Like, I hate people were like, oh, why are we drafting Willis? Like, obviously you don't know more than an NFL scout. Like, there's a reason why he dropped.
He was not ready.
Know why. Yeah, that's nothing. And what's his name? Who's a linebacker? Oh my god,
Nakobe Dean.
That dropped. Thank you. Yeah, that was his height and injury.
He dropped because he didn't get surgery.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Well, they think that. He said he's completely fine. So I'm curious.
Yeah, but that's
also, what's he gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm hurt. I can't. I shouldn't be drafted this high. Like that's.
I don't know. I think Eagles definitely should have been mentioned because Nakobe Dean is the steal of the draft.
Well, no,
they pretty much drafted
I don't know about that.
Eagles,
whatever pick.
Yes,
I don't know.
Come on, dude.
See the Dean. I had him as my best linebacker, but he's undersized. So
there's a reason why he dropped. There's obviously something wrong with him. So I don't think.
Obviously, there's a rumor started about him. I don't honestly. I don't give a shit. Dean is nasty.
I don't think he's like some crazy Bobby Wagner or like Fred Warner, but I think he's going to be a serviceable, like noticeable player for the Eagles.
Don't forget, he's back with Jordan Davis, Georgia Bulldog connection.
Jordan Davis is disgusting.
Yeah.
Should we go losers now, or at least who just didn't do that good?
I think. Yeah. I mean, we can go. Yeah, exactly. Cam.
Well, I'll say it's not really a loser. It's just I just don't see how they succeeded in the draft. Was the Bengals? I mean, they already have Jesse Bates and I'm looking at the team right now. And
Von
the first, second, so they have Jesse Bates and Von Bell already. In the first, second, and fifth round, they drafted a safety. I don't see.
I didn't understand
that. Then
my friend wasn't very happy.
And then all they got was a D tackle, an O lineman, and then a D end. So
I'm fine with the Dax Hill pick, but
I just don't see them. I don't see how they really succeeded. I don't know. I would say a loser because I don't know how these guys are going to turn out. What if these safeties are just disgusting? So that's why I picked them. But I mean, why draft all these safeties? I don't know. I don't get it. But I'm at the Bengals. So.
I had kind of same thing. Niners. I mean, they didn't really have many picks, so it's kind of hard to say they were a loser.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were really happy with their like last day of the draft. They had a lot of like solid picks, which makes sense because the Niners are always really good at finding gems. No, what I'm looking at though, they didn't have a single like third day pick. I don't think that was a skill position, which is kind of weird because they always find that random guy. Like last year was Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah.
2017 they got Kittle.
They get Debo like third round.
Debo was second. Debo was second.
Oh, he was that high? I was saying like.
But I think he was
later rounds.
I don't know where in the second. I think he was middle to late. But
maybe, yeah.
Still, either way, the only reason why I'd say they're necessarily a loser, if Debo still wants out, which as of now, that's what we know, and they didn't take the 10 pick for him, it just doesn't make sense because it's like if a guy doesn't want to play for you, he's not going to play for you. It sucks to get rid of a guy like Debo, But if you're not going to pay him and he doesn't want to play for you, why are you not just going to get the 10 pick? You could have got any
Yeah.
receiver you wanted besides
I
Trey
don't know.
Conan.
No, I agree.
I
I
agree.
don't see why NFL teams like obviously he wants out. Just trade him. Like I don't see the point of keeping him there.
It's just tough because
I don't know.
you take a guy where he just has an insane season, becomes a top 5 receiver in many people's eyes just because of Udich. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to warrant 2 first-round picks, that's ridiculous. You're not getting Devontae Adams. You're not
Yeah.
getting the best receiver in the league.
Yeah,
The 10 pick would more than suffice.
that's facts. Yeah.
I wish we knew why exactly he wants out, too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of wish
Yeah.
they did trade him to the Jets because then you can just send him there to rot in the Jets. And then you get a guy like Garrett Wilson to the 49ers. Imagine that for fantasy
Yeah,
football. That
Or
would be,
even
that would have been
Jameson
I mean,
Williams.
even actual football that would be really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about fantasy football because they're doing a mock draft.
Jameson Williams. It would have been good. Who else? Olave.
Anyone.
Literally anyone. All the
London.
good guys. Everyone.
Yeah.
London was gone. He got taken 8th.
Yeah, but I mean just in general. Okay. I thought you just meant. Yeah, obviously I know you went AM Falcons fan, but I thought you just meant.
But I don't know. I mean, if Debo stays, they extend him, then I guess it's good for the Niners. I don't think it has anything to do with him not liking the way they use him, because he literally
He doesn't want the usage.
he
doesn't like
praised
anymore.
it though. So I don't. There's no way, because he sold shirts. I'm pretty sure that said wide receiver, running back. In the Pro Bowl, he was like saying, "Oh, he hopes they start at week 1 so he can have a 1,000 season." And he said he loved touching the ball as much as possible. So I don't think that's the reason. I think something else happened. I don't think we'll ever know, but
Yeah, don't
that's
know.
I agree
that's
with
another
that.
story.
Don't know. Honestly, don't even care because fuck people Samuel.
Also, big fuck you to
Kills
Odell
me.
for tweeting that Debo is coming to the Patriots.
Dude,
I mean, I don't know.
I'm
Dude,
still
that's what you
having
got
chest
hacked.
pains from that. I'm still having chest pains from that.
I don't know why you
That-
believed
there's-
it.
there's
Well,
no way he was
no,
supposed to bet.
OBJ, I mean, he's just trolling at this point.
Yeah.
I think like
All
hack
right.
right. I'm like,
Steve,
Should
you're
I
up,
go with
think.
my loser? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, my Patriots. This is pretty easy. We get Cole Strange, easy day 2 pick. He would have been an early second rounder. People were saying 3rd round, but he
will.
would have been an early second rounder.
I will
I
stop you
think-
there. I heard some people were saying other teams are considering maybe taking him up top, like maybe not that quick, but maybe around 30-ish. I heard there were rumors that he could have, like, after New England took him. So
Well,
if they like him that much, it's I don't know.
I don't know. I think personally we could have went Andrew Booth at 29. We could have traded up and got what's his face, Cole Strange instead of Tyquan Thornton because he has pretty bad hands. He's fast, he's crazy fast, but he's just I don't know. He's not what we need, and we have a bunch of very average wide receivers right now. And then Marcus Jones, I'm hearing he was the steal of the draft. He's a very versatile lockdown long player, but he had some personal issues.
Interesting.
And then I don't know, we went running back, quarterback, running back, D tackle, guard. This just says alignment. I think he was a tackle. I don't know. I'm not mad at the draft, but I think it's easy. Like we could have done much better with what we had.
Yeah, a little underwhelming.
it's so tough to grade drafts early because you don't know how good these players are going to be.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true. But I don't know. Definitely annoying that I stayed up until 11:30 on the night that I had to be up at 6 for work to see that.
Oh man, I felt
mean,
that. I remember.
Whole
couple-
screens out of Chattanooga, bro.
I mean, do you want
Dude, they got
Mac
Bailey
to
Zapps.
get killed?
He's nasty.
Bailey Zapp.
No, I
Man.
just think we could have got
Bailey
him.
Zapp QB1.
We could have traded up and got him early second round.
Bailey Zapp, the new Brady?
And I'm
Yeah,
saying
he
that
won.
because our secondary,
Yeah, but you guys
Pretty
have
good.
Mr.
Malcolm
You
Butler,
guys have Mr.
Jonathan
INT,
Jones,
right?
Miles Bryant, Jalen Mills, Terrace Mitchell, Jack Jones. We are great at safety with Kyle Duggar, Jabril Peppers, Adrian Phillips, D-Mac, who's going to retire after this year. But God damn, our corners are so bad. So I would.
It'll be worse if
Andrew
Judon
Booth.
disappears.
You know what that sounds like to me?
Like,
What?
The worst team in the AFC East.
oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, that's funny. I'll put a bet on that. We're gonna sweep
Jets
the
Jets 2-0
Jets.
sweep this year. Like,
Yeah, we're gonna sweep the Jets again.
Nah, I think the Dolphins low key might be the worst team. If Tua doesn't like really grow, I don't know.
If
I
Tua
don't
turns
s-
the ball over.
I think you guys don't realize how bad Zach Wilson could be.
No, he could be, but I don't think that. I also think they
Yeah.
put the team in a way better chance to succeed.
Yeah,
That's
he
true.
has no reason to suck the chair. It's time to play ball, Zach Wilson.
But that's a lot of quarterbacks this year.
he better go off. I swear. Got my
if he plays like he did at the end of the year, which he finished pretty strong, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
On to Gavin.
Cam?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Gavin. No.
All right.
Gavin.
So I'm gonna pick a team. I mean, I don't really think these guys necessarily did bad at drafting, but I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers. Devontae Wyatt, I thought that's a solid pick, but second round they took Christian Watson, a guy who I thought played really well at the Senior Bowl. But honestly, I thought they would have went somebody like George Pickens, maybe even Sky Moore, because they traded up.
Yeah. I like Skyler personally. I think he's gonna be really good.
Sky
I
Moore
wish they took
reminds me
Tyquan
of AB.
Thornton.
Yeah, I don't know. Packers, I wasn't too. I think they took 2 DTs. I don't know.
Maybe.
Very underwhelming. I thought for the positions they needed to address, they could have done a little bit better.
Yeah. They could have gotten a way better receiver. And that's pretty much all they, well, not all, but they really needed that receiver.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And they got, what's his name? Watson, who I'm going to be honest, no clue who he is. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Who,
he's
Christian
solid.
Watson?
yeah. I never heard of him to the draft.
He could be.
I
I don't
only
know.
figured out who he was until the Senior
Yeah.
Bowl. Played really
I mean, it might be
well.
nasty. You never know. But
Oh, another loser I'm gonna throw in is a Washington football team.
Yeah, I don't know why they traded down just to take Jahan Dotson.
they just didn't, yeah.
And
I only
and-
thought they took Jahan Dotson just because of the flow of
Yeah.
how
I mean, I
all
guess
these
so,
receivers
but
came.
why
I
did they
think Jahan
trade
Dotson's a
down?
good player.
Why did they
take him over
trade
Traylon
down?
Burks though?
I mean,
Because
you
I don't
gotta
think
think if they like Dotson, why reach on him even higher?
they don't.
But,
Dotson's a good receiver.
No,
But-
it's so tough, like right now, to talk about receivers and how good they're going to be. Every draft is always at least 2 receivers in later rounds and being disgusting. I saw a thing the other day. I mean, of course, it's about the ESPN stat, but like, I think out of the top 10 fantasy receivers, like more than half of them, like were past first 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. And so, I mean, you never know how good these guys can be.
Besides what? I mean, Chase was top 10,
Yeah.
Jefferson, and then besides that, it's kind of like, yeah, you're right. Like Debo
Mhm.
was
Debo
really
wasn't. He was.
Debo's really good. Tyreek Hill was not a top pick.
He was.
Devontae
Yeah,
Adams
he was
not a
fucking. Yeah.
DK
Tyreek was
and,
like, one of the later rounds.
DK and AJ
was-
Brown were second round.
Well, are they top 10?
I mean, they're still top receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, I'll talk about fantasy
Yeah,
standpoint,
true.
but
I mean, there's a lot of guys that aren't.
because the stat I found was fantasy, so I don't know. how
Stephon
that-
Diggs was what, a 5th round pick?
Yeah, he was later. I don't know.
CD's probably really there is. You're right.
Either way,
mean,
you
there's
never
really
know.
not
Yeah,
much first round.
Either way, you
talent.
never know. Either way, you never know. So
Yeah.
Who knows? But
I think
I
that'll
think-
do it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely the best. I think recap we could do. For now, obviously we'll see how good players turn out in the future. But go Big Blue. Not the Patriots though.
The Giants suck, and the Patriots are winning the AFC East.
Time to
Y'all
win
have
Super
a
Bowl.
good
Time to win
day,
Super Bowl.
and on to the mock draft.
Desmond Ritter is goated.
Kenny Pickett, more like Kenny Pittsburgh, motherfucker.
Pickett and Pickens to Pitt
Yep.
Spurg.
Next big bet. AD.
Storybook
Done.
ending. Thank you for listening. Not watching, listening. But I guess watching too. And peace.